Hello, good evening. My name is Charlie, and I want to start this project. What is this project? Well, I'm trying to practice what everyone always talks about, self-love. So, I thought it would be a great idea to play a game with myself and see where it goes. And hopefully, if you guys are all interested, please join. Play as well. And what game we're playing is exactly what it is, self-love. It's the same people who made this one. We're not really strangers. And I thought, no, this game was really good when I played it. And I wanted to try playing this game with myself. Now, how it works is there is 3 different stacks. So each little stack is a level of intimacy, or in this case, a level of what type of questions there are. So for example, the first one is the past. So level 1 would be who were you then, and gaining perspective of my past self. Level 2 is who are you now, which is just looking about my current state. And level 3 is who you will be. Now there is wildcards, and some of the wildcards, apparently it says that it's going to take me out of my comfort zone, but we'll see. So the goal of all of this is to play until I think you reach the final card. So it's supposed to be where you answer 10 questions from each level, and then you play the final card, which I don't know what the back is about, so we'll find out. But let's do a small version. We could do 5 from each stack, and then we could do the final card together. And I honestly encourage all of us to play together. How's that gonna work out? Well, type in your questions, type in your answers. It'll be fun. Now, okay, so let's start with the first one. Level 1. So, what feeling do you no longer have about yourself? What feeling do I no longer have about myself? I no longer have the feeling of shame with my hobbies and the type of endeavors that I want to take myself on. So I was really insecure about like what I liked, and I felt shameful for liking something, whether it's like video games, anime, like my hobbies, playing the dirt, gardening. I thought that was so uncool and lame with all the other kids around me, and I no longer feel like that, especially as an adult. Oh my gosh, I think those hobbies were one, super cool, and they fit my lifestyle incredibly well. So another one from level 1 is, what do you no longer settle for? I don't settle for unfulfilling relationships. Now, it doesn't mean romantic. I'd say it means with my friendships and my, again, also relationships. Any connection I make with a person, I want to feel fulfilled within myself and know that I fulfilled a role in their life. It's on the boat of making sure both parties are fulfilled, and I can't settle for one party gaining something but the other party doesn't. It's two-way street. Yeah. Third question. The third question is a wild card. So it says, let go of one thing you don't need anymore. I don't know what I don't need anymore. Let's see. Let's take a look around my room. I've kind of thrown away a lot of the things that I've thrown away or donated, all the things that I thought I needed. But I guess what I don't need anymore. You know what? Maybe this one. So I used to build a lot of computers in high school, and I would always keep the boxes because I thought one, it was super cool. But I don't really need any of this. I mean, there's an old motherboard here. Honestly, it's just collecting dust. I'm not gonna have any builds anytime soon, so I could always just sell this. I mean, there's an old CPU along with an old motherboard. I don't need it. I don't know why I even have it. I think I wanted to wish I'm gonna make another build, but never did it. So I will make it a point now to sell this. This is gonna be on my to-do list tomorrow. I'm gonna get rid of this one way or the other. Okay. So it's a little bit refocus. Okay, refocus. Sweet. That's on the third card. Now, fourth card. When was the time you chose yourself? So I dropped out of nursing school. I only went to nursing school because I wanted to, one, get out of my family or get out of my living situation, make enough money to leave and be on my own. I was with someone at the time that I thought, wow, dude, I'm gonna go to nursing school and make a nice life together, but we're not together anymore. And I was still in nursing school, and I'm like, I don't know what other reason to be here for it, but I still stayed because I wanted to make my parents proud for accomplishing something, because I've always struggled with what to do with my life. So I stayed, and I don't remember exactly what happened, but an event made me think to myself, man, I don't have a reason to be a nurse. I, one, hate it, and two, I'm only here because I wanted to make my parents proud. So yeah, I just quit. Still kind of suffer the financial consequences to this day. It's been like a few years. But I chose myself. I went back to school, and now I'm studying environmental science. And I think it's super sick. Next question. Still in the past. It is, how have you been asked to change? I have been asked to change. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I remember when I was younger, I wanted to grow out my hair. And I did not get the chance to, because when I was growing it out and trying to experiment presenting on myself, my parents begged and pleaded and almost kind of, I don't want to say gaslit, but they said, or I'm not going to name who, but they said that if I loved them, I would cut my hair. Looking back, it's kind of fucked up, but at the time, I was asked to change for someone else's feelings. And it made me feel icky inside because I felt like I had no control over what I wanted to do. And I ended up cutting my hair to appease others, and I don't like it. How many questions was that? So we had, what do you no longer settle for? How have you asked to change? When was the time you chose yourself? Let go of one thing you don't need anymore. We'll do one more. What is the story of your birth? I don't know, to be very honest with you. I remember my parents met long distance, and they talked a lot through letters, and they had my older brother first, and then it was me, and we moved to America after we kind of grew up a little bit. Now, whether or not it's out of love or out of necessity that they had kids and got married, I don't know. I think my birth is just an enigma. I don't ask my parents my birth. But that is 5 cards. Usually we go up to 10, but for the sake of today, let's do 5. Now, stack 2 is questions about the past. So to recap for stack 1, it is, when was the time you chose yourself? What do you no longer settle for? What is the story of your birth? A wild card, let go of one thing you don't need anymore. And finally, have you been asked to change? Yeah. Okay, well, let's do the second stack, and it's questions regarding the present. So the first pull, let's cut this stack and let's do the first pull. Okay, so who do you change for? I think, at least, I change for my loved ones, whether that's my friends, my family, even romantic partners. I change for the people around me. And I think it's to show my love. The way I show my love is to be the best person I could be for the people around me. Now, there's a very fine line. I don't believe I'm a people pleaser, despite having those tendencies growing up. But as an adult, I want to make sure my loved ones are cared for. And if they don't feel like that, I want to change for them. Not my entire character, mind you, but the way I approach certain situations, or if I made them feel a certain way with how I carry myself, in my best ability, I want to change the way I carry myself for my loved ones. Yes. Second question. Wow. So, what's your favorite thing about being your age? So I'm 24. I turn 25 next month. And my favorite thing, I think it's the freedom that I have with thoughts. Now, it's a little bit of a rabbit hole, but in general, I don't particularly think we're in our full state of autonomy. Like, our thoughts are genuinely, I think they are a culmination of everything around us and all of these other influences. But as an adult, my age, your brain developed frontal lobe. I think now that I'm at this age, my brain feels like it almost switched on, as if I just woke up. And when I make decisions nowadays, I usually make decisions with intent. The way I carry myself with intent, the way I dress with intent. And I feel like all of my decision making is real. I'm actively making these decisions. And that's what I love about my age. My critical thinking has developed because of my brain being developed. Yes. Yes. Next question. What does your body need from you? This can mean many things. I think what my body right now needs from me is to be active. I work a lot. I work 2 jobs. But movement is different from like exercise movement. I feel like I feel the most healthy, the most like my wellness is the best when I am doing activities I like, whether that's running, rock climbing, surfing. Like, all those things are super cool, and my body needs that from me. Next question, or the 4th card. When was a time you saw yourself in someone else? When was a time you saw yourself in someone else? I remember vividly, I was at a party and I saw someone who is a lot younger than I am right now. They're maybe 18, 19. And I remember that what are they doing? They're super gung-ho about meeting people and socializing, but a part of me felt like they were trying really hard to, one, be likable, and also to extend themselves out of their own comfort zone, which the second part is not a bad thing, but trying to be likable and making that your whole purpose for your existence at a party or something, to please others, I saw myself in that incredibly hard. I'm a people pleaser at heart, and it sucks because I feel like I don't understand myself enough. So instead, I please others to get a sense of self and identity. And that was my persona. And when I was seeing that younger person, they were doing just that. Their whole identity was based around certain people at a party and what they thought of them. And yeah, I saw that myself in them. Next question. who allows you to be you? So, who allows you to be you? And this is an incredibly easy question because it's my friends. With my family, I'm still myself, especially with my siblings. But my parents, not so much. But with I guess my found family, with my best friend or the people I meet with those small community groups, I could just be myself. I could do whatever I want to do. Obviously to a certain extent, like nothing crazy, but I can be my genuine self and even explore my sense of self without feeling like I am going to be in trouble or going to be judged. And I feel this way with friends and my siblings. Next stack, for review, level 2, we have questions like, who do you change for? What's your favorite thing about being your age? What does your body need from you? When was the time you saw yourself in someone else? And who allows you to be you? I wonder if it's all, it's kind of hard to focus on all these. We'll figure it out later. Stack 3. So now we're getting into questions that regard the future. So, what would you like to try next? It's a question for the future. And what would I like to try next? I would like to try to do something that involves public speaking. I was playing this game with someone else before, and we challenged ourselves. It was a card that says to challenge yourself to do something out of my comfort zone. And one of my comfort zones is talking to a wide group of people. And I guess in a way, this video is a way to step out of my comfort zone. So I think this card is a good extension to my purpose of starting this project. So what would I like to try next? Making YouTube videos. And that's what I'm doing. What do you hope is still true in 5 years? Now, this is a little tricky. I don't know how to answer this. I think what I hope is still true in 5 years. That things will get better. Yeah. Or in 5 years I will... no, that's way too broad. I think what I hope to still be true in 5 years is that I'll still feel the same about myself. Meaning that I still feel like I exist in this body. I get scared sometimes that I might turn into someone I don't know. And I hope in 5 years I can still feel like I am me, changed, but me. Yeah. What label doesn't fit you anymore? what label doesn't fit you anymore, and that's shy. I still get shy tendencies. However, I am so down to talk to anyone, to do anything, obviously within reason, socialize, speak up. I don't see myself being shy at all. I get anxious to do things, but that doesn't mean I shy away from still doing it anyway. I have those emotional responses still with talking to people or socializing, but I'm not shy where I don't, and it's because of a personality trait. Yeah, I think that answer is quite true. Now we have the fourth card. This is cute. So this is a reminder card. And the reminder is, you are never just one thing. You can choose, you can change. This would make a great thumbnail. Focus, there you go. That's great. That's great. I can change. I can change. Fourth card, what do you want to stop apologizing for? And this is something I think about a lot, and I want to stop apologizing for taking space. For the previous question with shyness and my anxieties, I'm not shy to take space, to be a leader at work, or to step up in projects and whatnot. I get anxious because I don't feel like, one, I'm not I'm a mixture of things. Whether I don't feel like I'm in authority to do that, I don't want to boss people around. The approval of others, and a part of it, or a big part of it, is my people pleasing. But that's what I want to stop apologizing for, is to take space, to show up. And I would get apologetic, especially when I do show up, and I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, can you do this? Or, hey, this gets to get done. I apologize. Like, no, there's no reason to apologize. Like, when we're doing a project, like, why am I apologizing? Delegating tasks. Maybe being thankful is one thing, but I don't want to keep apologizing, telling people what to do. Last card is, if you could ask your future self one question, what would it be? If you could ask your future self one thing, what would it be? Dear future self, I wonder if we will ever figure it out. Not just with my career, French, not just with my career. I think my career has always been on my mind. But just figure things out. I feel like right now, I think a lot about if I can ever fix myself financially, if I can really get over all these anxieties I feel, if I can ever figure out why I get so anxious to reach and find connection, but when I do, I feel like I clam up. So I wonder if we will ever figure it out. So that's all 3 levels. it's pretty cool. I'll write down all the cards that we went through, but the final card I want to talk about now, I haven't looked at what the question is, but oh. Write a letter to your younger self. Tell them how you're doing. Let's do that. Let's do that together. Let us do that together. I think my younger self would feel really grateful. So I'm just gonna take another note from We're Not Really Strangers and just use that to write. Wow. That was that's a pretty good question to ask. So let us spend a minute and write something. All right, so now you don't have to share your note, but the note I wrote to my younger self is this. I want you to know you're doing great. I'm still figuring myself out, but we're on the right track to aligning our life and how we want it to be. It's scary doing all the things I thought I'd never do, but it makes the world a lot more interesting. I know you felt like you had no time and you need to figure things out fast, but trust me, you have time. Wow. What a game. I definitely want to do more of this. Because it's so interesting and it's so fun. But let me know what you guys have in store. I want to know everyone else's answers and responses. Yeah. Until next time.